Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another single-player episode. So this time around, we're going to keep cutting away here. Last one, we had just thrown all this wood in kind of this crappy pile here for the time being. I think we're just going to keep rolling down the road here and chopping up wood into little bits. And then we will be able to continue making that pile get up higher and higher. That's the name of the game, so we'll give that a shot here. Just give me 1 sec while I figure out what I'm doing. There we go. Cut away, cut away. Oh, we gotta make sure we set our magical timer. There we go. Should remembered this time, so that's good. Perfect. So yeah, we'll just kind of keep cutting along here. That's gonna be my plan. Cut along, make it pretty, and then, yeah, come back by with the forwarder and pick up pieces again. That's kind of the name of the game. Lots of little thin trees in here. I was thinking about bringing a buncher out here, actually. I probably could do it a little quicker, and then bunch and process. But I like to use this JEKYLL, too. This is actually pretty sweet for falling. I'm thinking about maybe doing it in my multiplayer series here, and then having maybe a couple guys on forwarders. I just gotta wait till things are a little bit more public here, and then I'll start releasing it everywhere, and we'll be able to do some forwarding episodes together. I think that'll be pretty fun. So then we can have maybe 2 guys on JEKYLLs dropping trees, or, you know, even a guy on a buncher, and then another guy processing of the bush, following the buncher, processing on the spot. But that's probably too much work. We'll probably just end up a couple JEKYLLs walk through the bush just like I'm doing, and maybe a couple guys with forwarders bringing it back. I think that'd be pretty fun. And then 1 loader that sits at the back and waits for the piles to stack up and then send it out on the trucks. I think it'd be pretty cool. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how well these machines act in multiplayer, as they haven't been tested in multiplayer very thoroughly, so... Oops, there we go. So, time will tell how the whole thing crumbles together. So, it was July 4th recently there. Originally, this JEKYLL was actually supposed to come out on July 4th, but I ran into a little bit of complications there, so that didn't really happen, but by the time this video comes out, it should be out by then, I think, and everybody should be enjoying it. There's definitely a few things I got to tweak on it even between now and its release date. So we'll see how it goes here. Most of it's just little kind of finicky stuff with the claws and the teeth and stuff. Maybe closing a little too hard or not hard enough in some cases. So we'll play with it, see how it goes. I don't know what's trees in here and what isn't, so we're just going to keep walking. Beauty. Okay, so let's keep going up the road here. There we go. Like I said, it's a little bit different getting used to the JEKYLL, but once you do get used to it, you figure out where all the little cut spots are, you can make some half-decent piles for sure. Throw that in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way up to the right. And I'm going to drop the trees and process and leave them kind of right where they are by the road there. I think that'll be nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to grab this tree to start. That's this little guy right here. And I'm going to process it right into here. Actually, I'm going to process a little bit further. And I do the same with this one. And the way we've been piling them kind of in a line's been really easy for us to pick them up. So I think I'm just going to stick to kind of that system where we just put it all in a really easy line for the forwarder to come pick up. So it's probably what we're going to do here. So these are kind of in a weird spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try doing left to right. So I kind of want them on the road because I want to be able to drive back through this space here. What we'll do is we'll switch to this view because it is a lot easier for sure. And it's actually a lot clearer. You're not looking through that opaque shit looking glass there, so that's good. Beauty. And we'll grab this one. Looking good. I don't want to touch that other pile there. Right on. And twist and shout. That looks good. So, where are we going to go next? Maybe we'll head over into there. I kind of wanted to cut this all out, so maybe we'll just kind of backtrack and keep going through here. I don't know. I really want a feller buncher, though. I'm just really all about that. So, how much time we still have in this episode? Maybe what we'll do is we'll park this guy for now. That's it. We're not done with this. This is going to keep going. I just really have the urge to bunch a bunch of bunches, so. Then maybe if we get really handy, we can bring in that buck saw eventually, because that one's almost ready to use. Still got a little bit of work for it yet, but we always use the JD one, so let's use the Wolverine instead. Kind of change things up a little bit. Let's grab that. So we're going to need this guy to bring it over. Because what is low bedding now, right? I even see lots of people on YouTube now using this guy to transport, so it's really cool. I knew eventually people would start doing it just because it's, you find an easier way and humans will always go the path of least resistance, so. I mean, there's still lots of people who low bed as well, but. And when I'm in multiplayer, I usually try to low bed stuff because it's more fun to do that as a team effort, but in single player, it's kind of like, you know, you probably don't really need to do that, so. So let's land this guy nice and close here. Grab ourselves a little chunk of log. It doesn't look like we need much on this guy. Maybe just a little tinch. That'll do. Sure, that'll work. Whoops, that's the wrong machine. I mean, eventually that's going to come out there too. This is the one we want right now. Okay, so we're gonna bring that out. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll bring that loader out there too, just because it's got to come out there anyway, right? So why don't we? Give it a little lift. Whoop! Up she comes. A little bit of a balancing act there. Let's let her settle a little. There we go. Now we're good. Now we can fly over and see how many piles we made that we never cleaned up. So, one there. What a weird streak over there. What is that all about? I don't know what that is, actually. Strange. Skitter's still hanging out over there, so that's good. There's some... Looks like there was a trailer park there, because those logs look way too symmetrical. And in 3 bunks. So maybe one day if we're bored we can go pick that up. Actually, I think it was from our last video a while back when we did the cleanup. It actually looks really cool. You can see all the little trail up here from where we went. And lots of more there behind it, so... where are we going to put this guy? Let's put him over here. We could actually probably bring that skidder up here, too, if we really wanted to. Skidder and a processor. We could use the JEKYLL to process, too. That's fine. Don't matter to me. Might have to reload that pile again. I don't know. We'll see how it goes here. So let's go pick up that loader and bring that back as well. Get that all hooked up. We'll drop that one over there, and we're not going to be using the loader right away, though, because I want to see how big I can actually make that pile before the game starts to have problems, because that'll be funny. And we're going to need another little piece of log. It might be too big. We'll find out here. Oh, no, it'll fit. Oops. Wow. That sure flew away, didn't it? Oh, and we're flying away now. Sometimes physics are just so cute. Okay. Let's hook this guy up, and you're going for a ride too, buddy. There we go, beauty. A little bit of a waver in the line there. Sometimes it pulls a little there, so gotta be careful. There we go. Now we're a little bit more even anyway. The SABERTOOTH is one heavy machine to be doing this with, but she's still flying, so that's good. Now this guy, I think maybe I'm going to drop it actually like right over at this pile. So I think we're going to load this pile up is probably what's going to happen in one of these videos, because it's got to go. I just can't find a settling point for this guy. There we go. Drop it right in there. Beauty, right where I wanted it. So we're going to park this guy on the bridge here for now. Oh, you know what we should do? We should go get that skidder actually that I parked way out here in the middle of nowhere. Because we're going to need that to bring to the landing, and then we can always use the thingy to process the JEKYLL there. We can definitely use that to process. We're going to land a little tight here. Hit our rotors on some trees. All in the name of good times. This guy's a little bit lighter, so it's not too bad to lift this one up. The other ones, on the other hand, they're a bit heavy. We'll bring this over to the block where the buncher is. And then probably by the time we park this thing, that'll be pretty close to our 15 before we get started on anything new here. So I might just drop it over here. It might be a little early on the 15, but that's okay. Because once I get started, you know I can't stop, so... I'm going to drop you right there. Okay. And actually, let's fly this all the way back to base, because nothing else is going to come out of here. We'll just go park it on one of those buildings back at the... old mill site. And then, I would also like to start using that other camp like we started. Like I said, our loads that we did park there are probably all disintegrated because the trailer is probably reset. But it's still fun to cut away and see what we can do. This whole section could be cleared out too, honestly. There's a lot of wood here. We could walk through there with a buncher and just knock it all down. I would love to see how much we can just buncher in like 4 episodes. Just call it the Badass Bunching Project or something. I had a place to land this. Where'd it go? Didn't I have a place? Maybe I don't have a place to land this. We'll just land on one of these roofs. Roofs. I don't know how we're gonna get it on there. There we go. How about like that? Sure. That looks good. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave the episode here. When we come back, I'm going to start bunching all of this out. Maybe go up this hill. Not quite that high, probably, but I'll take out a lot of this. We'll skid it back here in a big drove. Maybe we'll bring up either the JEKYLL or another processor. We'll see how we feel. And get working on it. Alright, guys, so thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.